I'm Gerard Butler for Action Industries, and you can call me Jerry B anytime.
What's going on, guys? Ben Bateman,
Andrew Ghai here.
We are here for Action Industries for the very first ever live red carpet by Action Industries. We are talking Angel Has Fallen, the brand new Gerard Butler kick-ass action flick. We're going to talk the entire cast. You hyped, Andrew?
Oh, I mean, how appropriate for Action Industries to be to place with Gerard Butler and Nick Nolte. I am so hyped.
If we can get Jerry B to once call himself Jerry B tonight, we will be satisfied. We'll see you guys in 1 second on the carpet.
This is one of my favorite franchises out there, honestly.
Is it?
Yes, and this is my favorite one in the whole three.
The most fun to be called back on, for a third go-round with this franchise. And they send you the script and you figure out that, oh my goodness, this is the best one yet. So
I felt the exact same way. We were lucky enough to watch it last night, and I thought it was just a 102-mile-an-hour fastball right down the center. Talk to me a little bit about what Jared put you through. I heard he put you through the ringer a little bit. Now, I know you're still in good shape, but I heard he put you through the ringer.
No. Yeah, Gerard's taking credit for stuff that he didn't do. Rick put me through the ringer.
Okay, you heard it here first. Morgan putting Gerard on blast.
Gerard was just doing his job. He wasn't insisting that I do anything at all. I'll tell you, where's that guy? He's the director.
All right, so the last question I have for you, Morgan.
In an alley by himself, he's gonna know about it. Why?
Do you listen to yourself on the Waze app? There's the Morgan Freeman voice on the Waze app. I mean, you probably don't drive yourself much, but I listen to it.
I drive myself all the time, but I don't even have the Waze app.
You just know where everything is. Thank you so much for taking time to talk to me today.
All right.
Much appreciated.
We were looking down the carpet and we were like, geez, Stanley Houston, that guy looks fantastic. I was like, hope we get to talk to him.
Flattery will get you everywhere.
Yeah, okay. Actually, I was looking at a suit, similar pattern to this yesterday. I didn't think I could pull off the checkerboard, so you're a better man than I.
It's Xenia.
And Menjahildo Xenia.
Yeah. Well pronounced. Well said. Yeah.
I used to work in suits years ago. So I'm a gigantic fan of your career. I think The Constant Gardener is probably my favorite role, but I have to say your voiceover in the Origins Wolverine trailer is probably the thing that I watched the trailer 100 times before that movie came out, and it opens with you with like all the horrible things in your life. And it's funny how sometimes the line from the film, it's almost immortalized more in the trailer than the movie. It hits harder in the trailer, right? Because it's like a more of a special moment. That's one of the more special things you've worked on, in my opinion. Do you have a favorite film, something you've worked on that always sticks out in your mind?
Probably one of my first films that I ever did with a director called Bernard Rose. It's a film called Ivan's Ecstasy, and it's based about a character, an agent in L.A. And it's one of my favorite experiences just because it was my first film. I didn't really know what I was doing. And we were like punk rockers, discovering stuff, and that was my personal favorite experience. But my favorite experience of watching a film is probably my father's, John Huston, Treasure of the Sierra Madre.
It's a phenomenal film. He made a lot of really great films.
He made a lot of great films, and watching my grandfather in his film, Walter Huston, when he discovers the gold on the Sierras, on the Mexican Sierras, that's probably my favorite film moment.
That's special. Do you have like something like immortalized in your house on the wall?
Well, what he used to do is he used to be a whole big sort of palaver about getting the projector out, because we're talking film, and the film would rip and it would be screened on the wall. And that was my experience. So I never met my grandfather. That was my experience with my grandfather, and those were really special times.
That's a very impressive grandfather. My grandfather invented Viagra. That's my claim to fame. So there you go. We can go.
Keep it up.
We can go tit for tat. Yeah.
A very important invention. I understand.
Yeah. Okay. Last.
Tell me. Yeah.
Asking for a friend. Yeah. Last question for you. You've been in DC films. You've been in Marvel films. Which do you prefer? DC or Marvel?
They're different universes, so it's difficult to say. I mean, they're literally on either side of a black hole. They're utterly different. I enjoyed working with Patty Jenkins and with Gal and the whole new way of the new approach was what I enjoyed. and being the nemesis for Gal Gadot is fun.
All right, I'm Andrew Ghai here with Jimmy and his beautiful, beautiful wife, who's actually in the movie. I've been a fan of you for a long time, but right now we got to talk about her for a moment.
Look at her. She's stunning. One of the brightest people I've ever met.
Yeah. So how do you feel to be in the more successful of the White House movies turned franchise? Because I know you guys got a bit of a rivalry going, right?
Oh my gosh! Yeah, he has more part than I do, but
Yeah,
I
you
feel
finish
like
it off.
mine's more current, so that's what's more important.
Yeah, you definitely win, babe. You win.
Yeah, thanks.
All night long.
Yes.
So, I fell in love with you, man, when I originally saw you as one of the McPoyle brothers.
Me too.
But yeah, isn't
that weird,
Is that
though?
really what won you over?
Have you seen him in that?
It was the teeth and the hair that really.
Don't let her fool you. She digs the unibrow. She digs it all night long.
Well, they're tough to grow, so that's really what it's all about.
No, you have to be missing a chromosome or 3. I think that's what you need.
So the McPoyles are missing them. You've clearly got all of them together, man. So talk to me a little bit about what you've done. So you've done This Is Us, you've done Westworld, you've done some of the biggest shows out there, but you started in comedy. Now you've gone over to a bit more of the drama side. How's that treating you?
Well, I love it. I love telling big, long, lengthy stories, but I also love making people laugh. So, I hopefully I can just kind of straddle the fence until my groin wears away and do both.
I feel like we're getting a little intimate here. No, this is actually just the right amount of information.
Whatever it is.
So, in preparing for your role for Angel Has Fallen, did you like London or Olympus is more, and was there a reason why?
I haven't seen any of them. So the way I prepared for the role is I just play a little comedy role at the end with Gerard and Nick Nolte. And I put on my best American accent and convinced them to do spiritual healing,
Yeah.
which is very, very fun.
Yeah, that scene when it came on at the very end of the movie, I was like, what the hell is happening? This is absolutely incredible. What was it like getting those two men submerged underwater?
It was fun, and I just believe in my powers of persuasion now. Because if I can get them to do it,
Yeah,
I
man.
can get
Those-
anyone to do anything.
They're tough nuts to crack. Nolte.
Nolte didn't fit at first.
How did we make Nick Nolte fit? That's what I.
Yeah, it was flapping around.
And some breathing. There was mostly breathing exercises.
Come on, let me out of here.
Exactly.
I gave him a bunch of sleeping pills.
take you out of here, Sophia.
I don't know why I just turned into a 1930s gangster, but
Whoa, that was uncanny.
he does. He transcends time, Nick Nolte. God damn, I love that.
He
man.
really does. Guys, thank you so much for stopping by and talking to us. Enjoy the premiere. I know that I enjoyed it last night. So I'm here with Lance Reddick. Now, you were the very first celebrity I ever met in my entire life in Los Angeles, and it was 14 years ago.
Wow, that's about the time I moved here.
Yeah, you were in The Wire, and I was working at a comic book store. My hair was this long. And
Wow, okay.
And I remember you came in and I was so starstruck because I was the biggest fan and I had never talked to anybody who was working. And so for the first 5 times you came in, I didn't tell you that I knew who you were because I was like, I gotta just be cool. I gotta be cool with this dude.
Not the place on Melrose.
The place on Sunset, Meltdown. It's gone now.
Oh, yeah. Oh, I can't believe that's gone. Yeah. I thought I was going to be there forever.
Yeah. And so I remember there was this volume of Astonishing X-Men we didn't have. And I was like, dude, I have it at home. I can bring it in if you want to borrow it.
I don't remember, but well, that was very kind of you.
Anyway, long story short, I ended up talking to you about your favorite actors because I was in acting school back then. I was going to the American Academy, and so we talked a bunch. And you were telling me at the time your 2 favorite actors were Johnny Depp and Daniel Day-Lewis, because we like the same guys pretty much.
Yeah, I don't think I said exactly those 2, but close.
I mean, you were a fan. I can at least say that much. So my question to you now is, 14 years later, who are the favorite people to watch for you? Whose stuff do you make sure you go see?
Wow, I actually don't go see the movies very much anymore. I watch so much stuff at home now.
Okay.
I mean, my favorite actors are still kind of my favorite actors.
Yeah.
I mean, my idols in drama school were Meryl Streep and Daniel Day-Lewis and Brando. Yeah.
Greatest.
Yeah.
Do you have a favorite Brando role?
I feel it's so cliche to say, but to this day, I think still my favorite performance of his is Streetcar Named Desire, the one that made him a movie star.
Right.
Yeah.
I always liked the Wild One. That was.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's got a cool style too, because it's a very specific look, and I feel like that look got borrowed a lot. But I always liked the performance.
You know what's interesting to me about that film? My favorite performance in that film was almost a walk-on, a cameo. Okay. It was Oh, I can't think of his name. He starred in The Dirty Dozen.
Okay.
Lee Marvin. Yeah.
Very cool, man. Well, hey, I love this movie. We have the most watched reviews of the first two films in the franchise on YouTube. Our show does. And so we are the experts on the genre, and
this is a great one.
We saw it last night. We're such big fans. We thought it was so good.
Yeah.
We also love you in the not the Equalizer, the John Wick films. I'm sorry.
Yeah, no, that was that other one, the franchise.
But congratulations on having an awesome role in this one. You kicked ass, man. And it's good to see you 14 years later. All right, so talking to Frederick Schmidt, you play a bad guy in this film. And the bad guys in this film are well defined. You guys are out for evil. You're trying to kill Gerard Butler. But I have to say, you do a pretty damn good job of raising the stakes. This is my favorite film in the franchise. I loved it. Have you seen it yet?
I have, yeah. I saw it last week. So yeah, no, I'm massively stoked for the film. It's super fun. Without sounding corny, it turned out even way better than I expected. And I was there shooting. I knew what we shot, and yet the way it came together finally, I was really happy. So,
I mean, I'm not going to lie to you. I feel the exact same way. I love the first one. I like the second one, and this is far and away the best of the franchise. I'm going to give this movie a very good review. So now, the other thing I got to ask you about is you are in the best action movie of last year as well, in Mission Impossible Fallout. Talk to me a little bit about the energy of TC Legend on set, working with crews. Is it as awe-inspiring as you'd expect?
Working with Tom was a masterclass for me, I'll be honest. The guy is a crazy ball of energy. He has so much passion, utmost professionalism, focus, determination. He's a force of nature, and it galvanizes everyone behind him, and he expects nothing but the best. So either you bring your A game or you don't. And you know, what was nice is that there were moments where he'd push you, and then you push him back, and then you end up just ending up somewhere that neither of us expected. So yeah, no, I made a real good friend and have the utmost respect for him. So
Mission Impossible 8 and 9, or Mission Impossible 7 and 8, filming now. There's a lot of talk that you guys are going to go to space. That's what I've heard, you know. Now, my thing is Tom Cruise going to insist he films his scenes in space to do it for real? Because that's how he does it, right?
Knowing Tom, he'll be on Mars probably, like, you know, yeah, or in some next multidimensional universe or something. Like he has powers that reach to far and wonderful places. Yeah.
Ben Bateman here with Action Industries.
Action Industries.
Yes.
Okay.
And I wanted to know, how did you toe the line kind of between that, like, good guy that you know might be a bad guy in the movie? It's like that role where you have to be kind of tough. Yeah.
Well, you know, at first I don't believe that I believe he did it.
Yeah.
And then as I start to investigate a bit more, I'm like, this isn't adding up. And so it's like you have to stay open to the idea of the possibility that he didn't do it, but you also have to stay open to the possibility that he did.
Right.
And you're just staying open to anything until you find the answer, and that's it. You're just like, all right, well, I'm going to be open to whatever until I find out what the truth is. So I'm going to go in all directions.
We came, we saw, we fucking conquered.
That was absolutely insane. We talked to Morgan, we talked to Jerry. We did it. We did the thing.
Yeah. We knew we needed to get here and have Gerard Butler refer to himself as Jerry B in an interview, and we did it. We got it. It happened. Brendan. He beat him. He knocked him out. He got him, honey.
Oh, wow. What a great first red carpet for Action Industries.
Yeah, this was so much fun, guys. Thanks for watching. Be sure to check back for other events coming up soon and for weekly shows every single day of the week. Have a great night.